Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad to hear this Friday morning. What a way to end the week. Hard work and a lot of play and all to get to watch Panhandle Outdoors and get ready for the weekend. It just don't get any better than that. Our weather brought to us by Haney Technical Center at the corner of Baldwin and Highway 77. High today, 88, low 76. Water temperature now is staying pretty cool now at 86 degrees. That's 4 degrees lower than it was last week. So keep that in mind as you're planning the weekend festivities. Our river reading brought to us by Mountain Dew. Take it outside with Mountain Dew. We're looking at both rivers are in good shape. The Apalachicola runs down 2.7. The Choctaw at Carabelle, it's reading right now at 3. Actually, I have a 2.9. So both rivers now, the Choctawhatchee falling a little bit after it bumped up. We got a little bit of fall on it for today and tomorrow. And Sunday should level out. Tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn. Getting back into a pretty decent tide today. Not bad. The high tide was this morning at 3:06 a.m. It's going to be low right after lunch, so it's falling out all morning. Now, if you like to fish a falling tide, it's an excellent time to go. It's going to be low at 1:37 this afternoon. All right, and our marine forecast will be starting in the south at about 9 and swinging around to the northwest at about 5. So keep that in mind as you're out on the water. Let's take a break and we'll be right back. Welcome back, and look who's here this Friday morning, Brad.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing great, my man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
We're glad to have you. You look different this morning. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either.
Must be the hat.
I don't know. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay. Well, Brad always brings some of the coolest stuff, and he's been one of the great sponsors of Panhandle Outdoors, and we always talk about outdoor activities, but we don't talk about a lot of times what a good thing Brad does in our community and all, and I won't go into details, but Brad's one of these guys that's a giver, and always has been. He tries to help people, and I appreciate Brad as a person, as a man. I appreciate all the things you do.
Thanks. I didn't know he was going to say that. Thanks. I'm just trying to keep up with you.
Well, no, you're something else now. I mean, this is off the air. It's kind of stuff he does for no credit, whatever. But he's a good man. So I appreciate it. So, what you got, buddy?
Well, we got new Yeti product. I know some of y'all are tired of hearing about all the new Yeti stuff, but Yeti just keeps coming out with new stuff, and I thought that these Rambler Juniors right here, when they told us they were going to come out, I was like, I don't know about those. Tell you what, these are our hottest sellers right now.
Uh-huh.
I know I'm supposed to say that. I know I'm supposed to create urgency to sell more, but I did the post on it. I treated it just like any new product. I'm like, all right, they're going to sell. We're going to get them. Here we go. I was blown away at the instant response. My wife said, you didn't bring home any for our kids? I said, no. Our kids have all the other bottles. Why do they want these little ones? Guess what? My kids want these. So if you got kids, these are they're 12 ounces. They don't hold a ton of water, but I was looking through all my kids' water bottles that they've had over the years. They're all 12 to 14 ounces, so it's right in that realm of, a kid's water bottle. They're super durable. They don't sweat, so they can put these in those pockets of their backpack. They don't have a wet ring around it. They can set on their table at their classroom. They don't have a wet ring. A lot of your plastic bottles, or even your some of your stainless steel bottles, they sweat on the outside, especially as humid as it is right now. Everything sweats, except for your Yeti stuff. So this is all, you can take it to school. It has a flip-up lid. All you do is flip it, sip it.
Flip it and
down.
sip it.
Yeah, I was reading the back. Flip, sip, adventure, repeats, what the back of the bottle says. So
instructions on how to drink it.
Absolutely. So super cool. We just got these in. They're going quickly, so if you have a favorite color, let me know. We definitely have more on the way. Another new color that they just came out with is called Peak Purple. It comes in more than just this cup. I just grabbed that cup for the color sample because I have a daughter who loves pink and I have a daughter who loves purple. And I have been informed that all purples are not the same and all pinks are not the same. So I make sure to bring color samples. I was told that it is the right pink and it is the right purple.
That's important.
And then they have a clay, which is, you can see right here. It's also a new color. It comes in a wide variety of different ones. I just grabbed this one for the color sample. This is one of my most favorite size bottles. It's 26 ounces. I always change this lid out. This is just the standard lid that comes with it. But you can put a chug cap on there, which is what I use, which basically makes the top like a 2-liter bottle. So you can just sit there and chug the water. They also have what we call a sippy lid to make that an adult sippy cup. And my favorite color, I don't think I've said I have a favorite color yet, have I?
No.
Good, I didn't want to lie to anybody because this truly is my favorite color, is, I don't even know what it's called. It's green.
Yeah.
It's green. I don't know.
That's a pretty color.
I don't know what the color of the green is, but now I really want to know.
Hey, listen, Brad.
It's called River Green.
River Green, you're right.
Yeah, it's absolutely, it's my favorite
But now,
color.
listen, is it Apalachicola River or Choctaw River Green? Which green is it? I think Apalachicola. Choctaw more brown.
I think we got to go. We got to go on an expedition and take our Yeti bottles with us to tell.
Hey, what's amazing now? I know you did this on purpose, subconsciously. I have 5 grandkids, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Gail, I know she's watching the show, so she's already got it in her brain because she's a wonderful shopper. Mm-hmm. She just kids. She's gonna get these for Christmas. I can see it coming already, 5 different colors. So, honey, go ahead. I'll give you the check. Go on down there and pick them up.
Gail, I'd go ahead if I were you. I'd buy them today because when Christmas comes, this is going to be the hot item. Yep. You may not be able to get them. Then they also have new colors in their soft coolers. This is their new lunch bag right here. I won't go into a lot of depth with it, but it's just a Yeti lunchbox. It holds their 2-pound Yeti ice perfectly in the bottom. And a little tip: if you go to Publix on Wednesdays, it's $5 sushi. So you can get 2 things of sushi for $10. That's your lunch. It's actually a pretty cheap lunch. So you can put your 2-pound Yeti ice in the bottom of this when you leave Wednesday morning. Swing by Publix. I wish they opened a little earlier. Put your 2 things of sushi on top of it. Fold it down, and you have cold sushi at 12:30, 1 o'clock when you eat lunch with your water. So I'm telling y'all, I'm a problem solver.
That's pretty strong right there.
The sushi fits in there perfectly. Maybe we'll do a video on it.
You know, those little Yeti ice packs, when they first came out, I wasn't sold on them.
I laughed at them. I made fun of them.
I did too. I said, that ain't going. And we started using them, especially on road trips and all. Mm-hmm. And they are amazing. Even out on a boat, they work.
Everybody goes, oh, it's just blue ice. It's the same as all the other blue type ice. It's not. They use different guts inside of it. As we hear time after time, these bottles, the Yeti products are not cheap. There's no doubt about it. But there's a tremendous value there that justify the price. Everybody goes, XYZ store has a cup just like that. And you're right, it works almost, if not just as good for the first little bit of time.
Yeah.
But the gases that are inside of these things, because they're all vacuum sealed, they have gases in there to keep hot things hot, cold things cold, and to keep things from sweating. They start to evaporate very quickly on those other cups.
Yeah. It's simple. It's simple mechanics and simple finances. You get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
As simple as that. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with Brad. All right, here we are, going rolling this morning. Really strong stuff going on. I do want to say now we've got a hunter safety course coming up in Apalachicola this weekend, and also one up at Hard Labor Creek, the hunter safety course. If you haven't checked it out right now, and you can get in. I believe it's not too late. So hunter safety, make sure you take care of that. Speaking of safety and all, we're going to get into hats and all. Before we get into hats, Brad, I was telling you a story off the air. One of my close friends, a friend I know also, is on the way to Gainesville today because they found a really bad situation on his ear, right on the top part of the ear. And that's something with caps and all, we forget about the sun coming in. He's on the way to Gainesville right now. He's got to get it cut out big time. So. Ooh. So how can we prevent that?
Well, keeping the sun off of you helps a ton. I mean, obviously nothing's perfect. You know, staying inside and living in a shell is the only way to really prevent it. But none of us are going to do that. So we got to take precautions as we go. And so we started selling these hemlock hats. It's nothing fancy about a big brimmed hat. It's a big brimmed hat. Wear one. I don't care which one you have. What we like about the hemlock hats is they all have prints underneath. And I'm just going to sit here and roll through a bunch of different prints. But this fabric underneath helps keep some of the light from coming through from the top. Yeah. And, you know, instead of just having a black rim, which I know all you fishermen, you like black rims so it doesn't have a glare, but a lot of people, very few people take it that serious when they're fishing. So when we have a bunch of them with a bunch of different prints on the bottom, this right here is one of my favorites. Just old Glory sitting underneath there. So it's one of our favorites. It's been one of our most populars as well. This one right here did not sell as well as I thought it would, but it's about to because I'm talking to some of the best anglers in Bay County right now on Panhandle Outdoors.
Yes.
But just going through, and then got some flowers so you can feel kind of tropical while you're out there. And then this one sold really well because who doesn't like yellowfin tuna? Talking about that sushi earlier.
Yep.
Here we go. And then I don't even know which one I'm wearing. Another little Hawaiian style. So
Cool.
So just keeping that sun off of your ears helps a ton. And then something, I get sunburned more what I call the off season, not the summer, not when it's hot out there, because when it's hot, you're like, ooh, it's hot. I'm getting sun, you feel it. But how many of those winter days, you get in the mid 50s, mid 60s, you're out fishing, and you get home, when you're done, you're like, I'm absolutely fried, but you didn't feel it while you were out there. That warmth felt good. So sunscreen year round. Sun's just not going to damage your skin June, July, and August. It is 12 months out of the year it's going to damage. So we picked up Sunbum. Research Sunbum. You're probably going to fall in love with the company just like we did. They're based out of Florida, so it's a Central Florida product, and they're good for you. It's not the cheapest sunscreen you're going to run across, but we took our daughter to a dermatologist, and they said they recommended a handful of sunscreens to use, and Sunbum was one of them. And I'll be honest, I resisted it forever.
Yeah.
They have corny marketing, which I love. They have monkeys. Some of their scents smell like bananas, but I was like, they won't be around long. They aren't going anywhere because they got a solid product. It was Target's #1 sold sunscreen the last 2 years in a row.
No kidding.
So don't go to Target and buy it. Come to Sunjammers, or honestly any other local retailer. But when I saw the traction it had at the big box level against all the other sunscreens, because those, let's just say it, those stay-at-home moms, they have a lot of time to research. They will spare no expense on their babies, and they chose Sunbum.
That tells you something.
And we were buying it out the wazoo, so I'm actually saving money by just buying it by the cases now.
Wow.
So
And
Sunbum.
what we have coming up is, summer's ending now. We're on the end of summer. Fall fishing's coming up, and that's like Brad said. We just forget about it. When sometimes we're good about it, but when the fall and winter gets here, we just don't do it.
We don't.
We really don't.
You don't. And wearing long sleeve sun shirts, I'm not a fan of them. I don't like wearing shirts on the water, but those long sleeve, long sleeve Salty Swagger performance shirt or something along those lines will do a lot to keep that sun off your arms, and actually keeps you cool as well. So, all right, rolling right along. These are Olakais. These are kind of the fall selections that came in. Got 2 new men's styles for this year and 2 new women's style added to our already vast selection of Olakai shoes. And I'm just going to reiterate what I like so much about these shoes is not only they're comfortable, they have a tremendous amount of arch support. And these are not water shoes. Everybody thinks everything we sell is water oriented. We're turning into a lifestyle store, so while we're on the water a lot, we're off the water, unfortunately, more than we're on the water. But what I do like about these shoes right here is the heels of all of them fold down, and this now just turns into a clog. You just slide your foot in and you go. I know a lot of you go, well, I just stand on the backs of mine. Yeah, but the back of your heel starts to hurt after a while, and it's actually putting some pressure. You have a lot of pressure points in your heel that you don't know about, which is if your back's starting to hurt, a lot of that stems from having footbed that's just not right for your body. Olakais, they have a good footbed, and if you do just want to slide your foot in, you can flip that down. So when I leave, I'm kind of lazy in the morning. I slide my feet in them. Then sometime through the day, I'll flip one foot in, and then when I get around, I'll mosey around, I'll flip the other one in. Sometimes I'll walk around one flip down and one not until I get around to flipping them both down.
Another testimonial from me. I was the same way. When I first started doing that, it sort of felt a little awkward. And I said, I'm not going to do it. And it became so comfortable. I do it all the time now. When that folds down like that, just slip it in and just, especially on short trips and all.
Yeah, and even their lace-in shoes has the same exact technology.
That's cool.
So all Olakai shoes, except for 2 models, which are their full-blown water shoes, they got to get tight, have this technology. So, and we have a ton of flip-flops. I wear flip-flops year-round. These are, I want to look nicer and fancier and impress somebody by trying to dress higher than I really am. I'll put on closed-toed shoes or something.
Okay. All right. What about our kayaks? How we doing with our kayaks and paddles and all that and everything? How's all that going?
Those of you who've been in our store real late, y'all probably think we're going out of business because we have our store is empty. It is. We're down to sticks and stems here at the end of the year. Monday, you're going to find out everything that Hobie has lined up for 2020. I've already placed my orders. I could have inventory a week and a half to 2 weeks that fast, including their new Pro Angler 360. Just Google Hobie Pro Angler 360. It's their new Pro Angler, which is the model Coach has been drilling over for about 4 years now. It'll go sideways, forward, backwards, and you just turn a lever and the kayak goes that direction while still pedaling the same way. And it is really slick, and it's a lot of cool stuff for 2020. And Hobie, we're looking at adding possibly a few more brands this year. We're trying to, we're just cherry picking for what's best for our market here. But about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I predict it's going to be a little cooler. Every week's going to be just a little cooler than the week before. And fall around here is my favorite time to be on the water. Fishing's red hot. The water's historically crystal clear. You know, we lost fall last year because of Hurricane Michael.
Yeah.
So we got to make the most of it this year.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to now. So we're gonna take a break. We'll come back and we're gonna show you some places you can go in your kayak and really get some nice scallops. But do you see our bucket anywhere? We got to draw a name.
Oh, I do have a bucket.
You know, okay. We about to run out. We keep your names out once in a minute. So this will be Tarpon Rock Seafood giveaway. The first one is going to be a $20 gift certificate to go pick up anything you want from Tarpon Dock. What would you get?
I don't know.
I
don't know.
All looks good.
I walk in and I literally try to figure out what's not fully processed. You know, what's the freshest. I'll pull it, but it's all fresh. So I don't know. I just like all of it.
But let's see who this is going to be. Who's that going to be?
Graham Jones from Panama City.
Oh, great. Yes, sir. Good viewer there, Graham. He's going to get some shrimp, I know. All right, now, okay, 20. This is going to be the red snapper. Okay, the winner of the big red snapper is going to be
Adam Taylor from Panama City Beach.
Two Panama City folks, Adam Taylor and Graham. So we're glad y'all won, and run by Tarpon Rock Seafood, and tell them you're the winner. The Clay watch the show every Friday to get the winners. Let's take our final break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back in our famous Friday fishing forecast, and since Brad is here, we're going to talk about some kayak launches and some excellent places to go kayaking. And the number one place now, if you want to go to St. Joe Bay and get some scallops.
Well, can you wait and tell them after I go next week? All right, go ahead and tell them.
Okay. Now, some of y'all know about it, a lot of y'all don't. Okay, here's a picture of St. Joe Bay. Okay, we're keeping everything north-south, and we're going to try to keep everything in the center of the screen. So you come in from Highway 98 to 30A, then you go to 30A to 30E, which is a Cape Road. It's 30E. In fact, now the stickers have 30E instead of 30A. I have one on my car.
That's awesome.
This is what we call the stump hole. This is where all the rocks are. This is actually the point itself. Okay, now I'm zooming in. You see the rocks and all? Now right in the center of the screen is a little road. That is a kayak launch, folks. I'm telling you, it's in excellent shape. You drive down that road, you launch your kayak, then you come back out to the road, and all kind of parking. Plenty of parking off the road, real safe. And then once you get into the Lighthouse Bayou, you're going to go northeast, and right in the center of the screen, all that section in there, and you're talking about 3 feet of water at the most, you're going to get all the scallop you want, okay? You're going to get your limit.
And what is the limit, Coach?
The limit is 2 gallons a person.
Is that shucked or unshucked?
Shuck them, now it's a pint.
Gotcha.
Okay, so if you take 3 kayaks out, each one of your kayaks can get 2 gallons. So keep that in mind, and all through here. So that's one place to launch your kayak. Okay, now another place to launch your kayak is over here, what we call Town Beach. Right here, you just beside the road where the First Methodist Church is. There's room to pull over on the side. Launch all along Town Beach. Remember now, last week they closed all 3 boat ramps. They closed the state park, they closed Presnell's, and they closed the city boat ramp because there were too many people there.
That's insane.
There was nowhere to park. It was a safety issue, so all of them closed. I'm talking about like at 10 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was unreal. So if you're going scalloping, scallops are plentiful. They're a little bit on the small side. You know, we thought, and we did everything right. We waited till August 16th to open because we thought they'd grow and all. I say the FWC did a study and all that, and so they're just a little bit on the small side. I encourage you to throw those small ones back. Let me tell you what I do. You know, you scallop around a hole, and when I see a small one around the hole, I'll pick it up and I'll throw it. Here it is, right here. I'll throw it up in the grass so it'll be here to keep on growing the small one. Remember, we had our little motto here: if it falls through, you know what to do. And we talked about this over and over again. If the shell goes through something this size, that's too small. So throw those small ones back. Now fishing, okay, that's scalloping, and plenty of places to go scalloping. Are you going to go next week?
I think I may go Monday. Don't tell my wife and kids because they'll be in school, but I think Monday might be a good day to go to the stump hole.
It will be. It will be. And they're scattered out. The scallop report, they're scattered out. This year has been fascinating watching. They're not in any one particular area. They're around Black's Island. They're all up and down the peninsula. I've talked to people who get all the way up to almost the tip out there and got some scallops. They're really scattered out this year, which is good. They're not in one level. So they move around and get them and all. So make sure you got your mask and snorkel.
Yep. Dive flag.
You got your dive flag. You got your bag.
Yep.
Good deal. Okay, real quick, let's go back. Let's jump into fishing now. The fishing reports I've got. Have you heard anything down in your shop? What about you boys?
I went on Mondays. Once again, I play on Mondays, and we launched up in the Lynn Haven part of West Bay, North Bay, whatever that is right there, and we didn't do so hot. Tons of little trout, that 13 to 14 inch trout, hundreds upon hundreds of them. We got some over the slot, but we were on redfish there about a week and a half before consistently, but all that fresh water just flushed them right out. So,
to me, August is always the toughest month to fish.
It is.
It always is. But the good news is we're almost out of August. September's right around the corner, and next time you're on here, it's gonna be the middle of September.
Absolutely, and I'll have pictures to show you all the fish I caught again.
Okay. We'll do that. Now, is anybody up around, have you seen anybody flounder gigging up there yet?
I haven't yet.
Yeah,
the
still
boats have
early.
been coming behind our house once a week, but nothing super consistent.
Okay, now if you really want some action, it's still a good time of year that you can go around the Hathaway Bridge or the pass and catch those big bull reds. That's just a constant entertainment right there.
Absolutely, and that's a year-round fishery
That's
on all
a
those.
year-round fishery.
And in the Gulf, trolling a little bit. I've heard lots of good reports, people catching big king still in the Gulf. While in our mind, it's kind of already over, but it's just, the fall is just, you can go anywhere you want and wet a line and catch a fish.
Mexico Beach King Mackerel Tournament this weekend. So there'll be a lot of folks down there. If you get a chance to run down there, and like I say, the King Mackerel bite has been pretty strong lately.
Absolutely.
This week.
That fall pattern's almost here.
We're about to get here now. Around the whistle buoy, everybody's going to the whistle buoy.
Absolutely.
Y'all find out where the whistle buoy is, and what it does, it attracts the bait fish, and then the big fish come in there.
And lots of mangrove snapper. No, I'm kidding.
Snapper season out, but amberjack now. Amberjack's been doing good. I've been seeing some good pictures of amberjack. And so anyway, I've got to wrap it up, Brad. As always, it's great to have you on. Appreciate all you do for our fellow man.
Yeah, no, I do my part. And blessed to be here and blessed to give.
Yeah, you're a good man and all. Run by there. Now listen, all this stuff he brings, he wants to sell it, okay? So we run down there to Sunjammer.
Absolutely.
It's good quality stuff. It really is. I ask him to bring some good quality stuff every month. He does.
What we tell everybody is what we want to do is we just want to collect more sales tax for the city of Panama City to help rebuild our community. And every purchase y'all have literally helps rebuild the city of Panama City.
Thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors. Have a great weekend and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.